really important that we're able to understand not only about policies regarding people getting picked up by immigration, but also what happens to them once they're in immigration custody. So going to the detention facility is very important, and it also allows us an opportunity to provide a ministry of presence for immigrants who are facing a very difficult time in their lives.
I'm actually a pastor at a local church, and through that I've met a number of people in our congregation, in our ministries, and in the community that are affected by immigration. Maybe they're concerned about being picked up and being put in a detention facility, or they know people, family members, friends, who have had to go into detention. But just in general, immigration affects them, and that's become an important part of my ministry and my connection to my neighbors and my community. But I've actually never had the experience of going into an actual detention facility and seeing what people are experiencing in places like that on a day-to-day basis. And it's something, whether they're on the street just down from the church or they're in a detention facility, these are my neighbors, this is my community, and I want to see what my neighbors are experiencing and try to walk along with them. And this is one area of this immigration issue that I'm very concerned about, very passionate about, and I want to have that experience and have that connection with those people as well.
Visiting the detention center itself is a jarring experience, and again, with a lot of the detainees are not there as criminals, but oftentimes, they're treated in the same way as inmates, and so that was a theme that emerged from a lot of the people that we talked with, and I think overall, it was really impactful talking to the people who are directly impacted, but I also felt a sense of helplessness because it's because of a broken system.
I think what was most striking for me about visiting the detention facility and meeting with some of the detainees was how kind of foundationless the experience and even how they are able to see themselves or how they're treated by other people it is for the detainees. I mean, obviously on a grand scale you have one country that's saying we don't really want to claim you and maybe we want to get rid of you, and on the other end you have a country that many people have very little connection to but they're supposed to go back to, or that they don't want to go back to, or in some cases maybe even how to get back to, or if they'll accept them back could be a complicated thing. And it can be so isolating and so much uncertainty with people often being detained not very close. I hardly met anyone who was really in Orange County, and yet they're in an Orange County detention facility. People, even if they have someone to visit them, have to come from far away. Finding legal counsel and understanding I have a case, but having any knowledge about that or any sense of being able to move forward and what it would look like or what steps they could take, almost everyone seemed confused about or uncertain, or that there were no resources or no information that they could get access to. And so I can't imagine being in a place that had so little grounding for who you are and where you're going in your life. And even the amount of time that you're going to stay there is uncertain.